Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Strip that ball.
Cousins now from the 50. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Single, single slot. First. Don't get nervous. 24 is the mic. I'm trying to.
Hey, exit.
24 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
With it is Brown. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 34. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. Smith catches left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Vikings' 18-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 2nd and inches, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the Raiders' 8-yard line.
Check 9.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They come out here in the eye. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying the power game with Ham. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Put that team on the front. It's first. Hey, Alpha.
To throw again. Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. To throw his Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense on balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Carr now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Here's Carr to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On third down, Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Trent Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Barely got the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ben Gideon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Carr going to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Cousins out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
24 is the mic. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Cousins. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Carr completes it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also... And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Watch the shit!
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he said,
and I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first down, Richard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're working out of the gun. Cousins. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here I come again. Two. Here I come again. Two draw quarters.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousin over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Cousins again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Bailey now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So there is still time. A little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it's third down. Here's Cousins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Cousins on fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. They'll run on first down. Richard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Today's final score, Raiders 38, Vikings 30.
big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, what is it, 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.